Hi, at this tone you can hear me right because he's in the other room. Okay. So what I want to ask you is, oh yes, I consent to this live and everything like that. But what I want to ask you is, how long is it to get married? I'm 45 and we live together. He lives with me. My own businesses, everything like that. All my children are older. Like we can go on trips or whatever if we want to. It's absolutely none of that for 3 years. I live in Atlanta. I'm afraid to date. I'm afraid to like leave him
How long y'all been together?
for 3 years. For 3 years.
3 years, no trips, no nothing, no going out.
Nothing,
No
nothing.
baby, you want a little purse, a little bag, you need
No.
something.
Oh
Come
my
here
God,
with you.
our first Christmas together was horrible. I brought him all good gifts, and like talking about this making me want to cry. Like my gifts was horrible. They was like $500 worth of stuff from Walmart, and I'm like, you could have went to a
What?
real like Jared or something and got me a little heart for that $500. Like, what are you doing?
Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her.
Bonquisha. Oh my God.
Bitch, I
Oh,
hear me. You need to humble your goddamn self.
there we go. All right. This here blowed out. They up here talking about Birkin bags and red bottoms. He ain't never took me on the trip. I feel for y'all, man. I don't blame y'all. If average to below average women are acting like this is crazy. She 45. With no,
This 40, she 45. Y'all, Gavin, why you do this? This is a brontosaurus burger. There's so much meat on this. Listen, she 45 in ATL. Talking about I'm afraid to date. I'm afraid to leave him, girl, but he don't buy me nothing. She said this nigga went to Walmart. Say he spent $500 at Walmart. Houseway on
even if he
Christmas.
did, like
Wait, yeah,
he bought
that,
you what?
that the bottom of that tree, it was so much stuff. He filled it up. $500
She
for
said
Walmart.
you could have went and bought me a $500 charm from a diamond place, something special for that 500.
Why? Let's get into why she said she about to cry because her friends was like, "Hey girl, what your man get you? Did he go to Jared? Huh? Did he get you diamonds and rubies and gold? Huh?" She's like, "Nah, he got me $500 stuff worth from Walmart that
Them
broke
ain't your
Destiny."
friends. It ain't your friend. I'm sorry. Y'all women. More of
They
y'all need
not.
less friends. You need about one friend at most. Probably none for real, for real. Most of y'all. They're the worst influences, man. I'm telling you.
Listen, this is true for especially for married women. I've been saying this for a while. I really do. I feel for married women because y'all can't have no friends. The only friend a married woman can really have is another happily married woman. A happily married woman cannot be friends with an unhappily married woman. Definitely can't be around your man. Like, come on, I ain't gonna get into
And
it.
most of them are
But
too busy. Most happily married women, like I said, especially if you got a family, they are too busy. Ain't no way. So some of these women, y'all making too much time for friends and stuff. Don't listen to them.
this sister said $500 at Walmart. I'ma cry. He could have went to Jared's and got me a little Pandora little charm or something. He ain't. This is Nug Nug. He's sleeping on your couch for 3 years. You're afraid to leave him. You blowed out. You got armpit rolls. It is what it is.
Even a basic shoe or sunglasses at Gucci is $500.
Or something.
You know what
But
I mean?
you
Gucci.
want to know something like
What?
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
This what I'm talking about. They talking about Gucci for this woman with this barn up this what's on her damn head? This I can't even talk. I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed, man. I'm
It's
disturbed.
the camera angle. Shout out to Pick Me. That camera angle is not doing it. I don't know. It ain't flattering. Here, sister, you up here talking about you want Gucci and Jared.
No,
You need
that's
to
Ashley Dalton, man, and that's bull. So she gonna say, I mean, yeah, he could have just went and got you a little Gucci frames. Them like little 500. Why are you throwing gas on this fire?
hey, this dude, this is Nug Nug. Most likely, a couch Negro and she liked the way he looked and she won't leave him for 3 years. What we say? These women ain't got no standards whenever they with a guy that they like. Talking about he in the next room. Well, this is wicked. And y'all will be, we don't condone any kind of violence. With that being said, life be lifing. They won't keep playing these wicked games. Nug come here and see you and talking bad about him. Broke, Nug, and couch Negros, they unstable. You can't poke at their fragile ego. They'll snap.
Like, I'm past it. Like, I did all that when I was young. So now I'm at a point where I'm fine with the house. I want to love you. Let's go on a date. Let's do that. We don't date, And when he do take me on a date, it's like in the area. And I'm like, I'm not an area bitch. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
But
I
the
open
thing
my
is, abundantly blessed. He feels that way because you already made that okay.
I
You
know.
made
I
it
told
okay.
he's a narcissist too. He's a narcissist, girl. Like,
That's not, no. Abundantly blessed. It's not fair to call a man a narcissist. It's not fair if we accepted it for 3 years.
you're right.
I don't
You're
think that,
right.
and you seem like
Oh, about damn time. Somebody say something. Jesus, thank you. Somebody say something to Bonquisha. Don't just let her talk like this.
Look at her. Heathen queen. Do you see what happens when you actually do talk? Even Ashley Dalton. Ashley Dalton said, hold up, Bonquisha, respectfully. Don't call that man a narcissist when you accepted 3 years of meet to meet with no standards. He never took you on no date. He never told you that he really liked it, did you? Don't do that. And Bonquisha, like, she didn't even give no pushback. She like, you right, girl. This ain't no echo chamber. I'ma hang up now.
Oh, this is real. We'll get to these super chats in a second. Here we go.
a smart woman. You're mature, okay? You got some kids under your belt, so you know a thing about life, okay?
Right.
So you saw, but fair enough. Sometimes we don't
That's
want to
what it
not
is.
have nobody.
And I'm from Harlem, New York, and like
Oh,
home is
from
not a
Harlem.
problem. You from Harlem?
Yes,
Yeah, period.
uptown. Mm-hmm.
All right, me too.
Okay.
So it's not hard for me to get somebody, even here. But I'm just so afraid to talk to the men here in Georgia because, girl, it ain't it. It
They
ain't it.
ask, is he paying all the bills? Is he
Yeah,
doing it?
he
Okay.
pays what he's supposed to pay and everything like that. Like really, honestly, I don't do shit, and that's another thing.
Well, honey, if he paying all the bills,
This is crazy. Look at, she think this is funny. She gonna say, for real, I really don't do nothing. He pay all the bills, probably $500 worth of Christmas gifts. For real. What are we?
Whoa,
Clearly he's working hard. And she talking about he won't take her on vacation because he got to pay all the bills. He working.
So this, so I take you back and I apologize for calling that brother Nug in the couch Negro. That's what he's not. He paying all the bills in it. He paying supposedly this is sick. Supposedly he paying all the bills in the house that don't belong to him. Who mercy. And she complaining. She blowed out and complaining. This woman, she 50. She half a hundo. Blowed out, complaining she got a man there. This woman has met her dream man. She don't even realize it for her position in this date market. She dating. She ain't married. She ain't engaged. All right. She done met her dream man. This is as good as it gets in her current form. Forever, it's over. It's just over. I'm capping. It's over. I don't care if she gets slim and thick. It's still over. This is him. This is her dream, man. She trying to push him out the door. Bonquisha, be kind to that man. He paying your bills. You not applying the pressure to get no Jarrett's. You not applying the pressure to get no Gucci. If you was, he would give it to you. What's our motto? A woman that asks for nothing deserves everything. And you ask for too much, Bonquisha.
Man. And shout out to the Squeegee Kid. He says, what in the beaker from the Muppets is this?
My man Beaker.
Shout out to Richai Media. He says she thinks she can do better. She picked him and stayed with him for 3 years. You picked him at 45 and she got kids and she blowed out. Like, come on, man.
That's what Ashley said. Ashley doing this pretty strategic. She said, you got kids. You mature. You know, you got kids.
Good now, come on. That's good.
But
That's
I want to
good.
get married. I want to be married. It's no way that we're in our third year. I just told him, I said, listen, I feel like we at the first state of where we met. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing really going on. We 3 years later, I'm like, I told you in the beginning, my standards, and you said that you can handle that. And so now 3 years later, it's always an excuse. Like, oh, my mom, my family, my this, it's always an excuse.
He just
Yeah, he's
don't
taking
want
care
to.
of somebody. He don't want to. That's what I think. That's what I
He
said.
just don't want to. He don't want to. He probably feels like you ain't going nowhere. She comfortable, okay? She do the same one too, you know, like, so he's comfortable. He's
You know what?
not going nowhere.
Let me tell you something. So I've been watching your live too, but before, like, I was introduced to your live, I just was like, you know what? Let me get back to me, right? So I started back working out and stuff like that, you know, eating right and everything. I'm still doing it. I was 211 pounds. I got to 211 pounds messing with him, cooking or doing all the wifely stuff. Doing all the wifely stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I got big as I was like, no, this is not me, you know? So now I'm back doing what I need to do or whatever like that. It's been a journey, but I'm down. I'm in the 190s now, the low 190s. Changed the way I've been dressing and stuff. The guys, they talk to me. I don't have problems, but I'm afraid.
No. She's doing the 10-pound shuffle, Mr. Walker. You get out my face. Get some results for real. You probably 5'2". You over 200 pounds. Quit lying. You still over 200. You doing the 10-pound shuffle. You lost 10 pounds. Granted.
Yeah.
Soon you will put it right back on, and then you're gonna take it back off.
This woman is 50. She ain't never gonna lose this weight. Never. Why? Because she blamed it on someone other than herself. She said, Ash, I'm this big because I'm doing wifely duties and doing everything I'm supposed to do for him. But ever since I toned down that wifely duties and start being selfish and just doing me, I lost 10 pounds. All right. And now she said, I ain't got no problem. Dudes hitting on me, but I'm scared. They hitting on me. They said I'm thicker than a Snicker, thicker than frozen molasses, but I'm scared. I don't know. I think they just want my yams.
And I was going to say, this woman is losing weight now to attract a new man. I bet you this man been asked. She gonna say, I put on weight. He made me. It's his fault. I was doing wifely duties and I done put on this weight, but I'm getting it back.
Never gonna lose it with that attitude, Bonquisha. You ain't 180, whatever you lied and said you is. That thick meat.
She gonna say the low. She said the low 190s. Huh.
Y'all don't understand, ladies, especially you melanated sisters. Y'all 50 years old trying to lose weight. It's an uphill battle. Good luck. You gotta have the determination of a goddamn samurai. Stop playing with it when she 50 and blowed out. She's short and wide. She gotta get addicted to the gym in order to get any kind of results. Your metabolism is non-existent at this age. It's unfortunate, sisters.
And this man, stay with me now. This man who pays all the bills is sitting in the next room while she's talking about how she's going out trying to attract another man. This is sick work.
I love it.
And I see y'all coming for. I see they coming for the time. I'm let her go.
That if I leave him, I'm gonna get somebody that is, cause it's trash out here in Georgia. It's like trash in Georgia. So
It is like a needle in the haystack, I think. You know, I don't want to say there aren't any good men, but if you want to meet more of them, even if there's a little percent of them, you have to level up to a point. Okay? Especially as a 45-year-old woman. I'm not saying you're not beautiful, but there's 35, there's 25, okay? And that's who we're competing against. So you got to think about it like that. As a 45-year-old, I'm going back out there. Not saying you should stay there, but if I'm going to go back out there, I got to compete at the highest level.
Right.
That means I got to get my body right. It
Right.
doesn't mean you need a BBL or a snatch.
Right.
I'm not saying that. But getting your body right, trying a new hairstyle, putting a tiny bit of makeup on. You don't gotta have a
Girl,
beat
let me
face.
tell you, Ashley, I do all that. When I go out, Trina is a bad bitch, believe it. You know what I'm saying? And he knows it. So what he'll do, like he'll do stuff. And then when it seems like I had enough and I start like getting on my shit, he'll be like being nice. Come on, babe, you know, take me in the area again.
Y'all playing. Shout out to the chat.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
All right. And she went on to say, we ain't gonna get to it obviously, but she went on to say that he is 50 years old. I wanted to say. So she said this guy's 50 years old, somewhere along them lines, and he in his 50s.
Sister, he 50. This it's over. You are not applying.
And
the
she went
mu-
on, and she also went on talking about how they were not intimate much anymore, and how he made it's a lot.
Sisters, I've said this enough. We're gonna assume she marriage minded. Marriage minded sisters, stop shooting yourself in the foot by not stepping away from the table. That man don't even want to touch her because she blowed out, aggressive and mean. That's unfortunate. In the house with just no loving. That's not real.
Mark Kendall, he said there are 3 sides to every story. He says where Parameter said, listen, I would love nothing more than to get this guy up on the show. I would like for him to leave her and then come up on the show and tell his side of the story. I would love to review this tape. We can review this tape with you. If y'all know this man, come on. Where are infield journalists at? All
there
right?
we go. Because here's the thing. We are not here to break up nothing. She breaking up herself, and it is not in this guy's best interest to stay with her. She trying to replace you, Ninja. Oh, why you in the next room? The disrespect is inconsolable. You can't fix this.
And
Like,
shout out to our brother TJ in the chat here. And a lot of times, us being advocates for men, when we sit here thinking we're trying to find solutions for men, if we ain't got all the answers, but we can provide an option. You don't have to, you take it with a grain of salt, but
there we go.
we looking at it from a different angle than everybody else, and we trying to, we see people being taken advantage of, and we don't like it.
There you go. Men's supposed to get together and brainstorm and come up with the best, the best choice. That's how it's supposed to be. We've gotten away from that, but we're trying to bring it back, respectfully.
That's all. Says this woman made this up. There's no guy in the other room or anywhere else in that house. This is for attention. Once upon a time, Davis, I would agree with you, but it's documented. We done had women up here on the Ashley show before say this, and they done brought the brother on camera. It's documented. So we have synced it. If had I not synced it and documented it, but yeah, this is happening.
If that is true.
Yeah, remember we had the one woman, she was talking about how the guy won't buy her wedding ring. He was on the Tasha K show or something. She's talking about, and he came on, I said, this is crazy.
If that's true, and the guy don't exist, y'all really need to watch the movie Shutter Island, because that's the kind of time she on if that ninja ain't in that next room. I'm telling you.
That's all. Like you said, I would listen. Like I said, a lot of times I be hearing y'all in the chat. We got y'all be the big conspiracy theorists, but like you said, for the sake of the show, we just taking these people at face value. That's all. That's all we can do.
That's all we can do.
That's like part of our motto, because we'd be here all day if we were trying to debunk everything Bonquisha said. We just gonna take it at faith. We're gonna grant it. We grant it to them, and then we break out our swords. All right.
Yep. We let them make their points. All right, Bonquisha, in the next room. Sure. You make 6 figures. Sure. Why not?
That's all. All right. And shout out to Joker Nate says in the low 190s. Where? Yeah, low 190s.
Where?
Good one, Joker. I
No.
don't know how I got the ball on that. That was a good one.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. She said low 190s. That hoodoo lets you know she ain't never gonna lose this weight. Her boyfriend calls her to gain it. She in the low 190s. It sounds like she good to go.
Her body is foobar. She needs to be kissing his feet. Yeah, it's a sick work, man. It's a sick work. Know your worth. Know your worth, man. That's been like the last 24 hours up here. We got to know our worth and hold on to your worth. Don't let somebody sell you a lemon. All right?
Yes. You know what? Kev had one of the most profound stories on knowing your worth. He said he had a personal client that was making like $500,000 a year. And he said he come to find out that guy would come home from work and his wife was making him wash dishes and do all this stuff. Y'all can say what y'all want, the hurt bus out there, but your man making $500,000 a year and you being mean talking about wash these dishes. That's why we say know your worth. Because a lot of men, and Kev used to point that out, a lot of men don't know their worth. And they are getting abused. Probably like this 50-year-old dude here. He getting abused by this big brutish woman.
Man, I see a lot of y'all was saying that stand up to Kendra Cam. Unfortunately, she ain't. Sometimes the women they'll do it like if they built nice, they do it on their own accordance. But yeah, Ashley ain't going, she ain't at that point yet, but we can use our imagination.
Mm-hmm. No, you see them underarms.
All right. Yeah. So right now we're gonna send her to the bioluminescence. There's other things down there. There's orcas and stuff like that. So here we go.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, diamond wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water.
Oh boy, that woman there. Her dream man is in the next room and she talking bad to him, talking bad about him, rather. That's her dream man, and she unaware.
That part. So if you just come into the room, hit the like button,